Something terrible has happened. Carl? Carl, did somebody steal your game? Did someone steal your love letters? It wasn't me. In case you're wondering, I think your game's awesome. So, hello? You seem very calm, cool, and collected after just going on the phone and saying something terrible has happened.
Nancy, something terrible has happened. It's Lucas. He's missing.
Could it just be another one of Lucas's pranks?
I wish it was. It's not his style. He wants to be there to see what's happening. Anyway, he's just not capable of something like this. You've got to make sure he's okay, Nancy.
I thought you didn't like him.
This is not about liking, Nancy. Everyone in this castle is family.
Okay,
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
And again, you sound really happy. You don't make any sense, Carl. You make no sense. Okay, so Lucas is missing. Renata, do you know why Lucas is missing?
Yes.
Did you hear that Lucas is missing?
Yes. You need to know things got much more serious for you now.
What do you mean?
The monster. He's here now. He is not after Lucas. You do know that, right?
I think so.
Do not think so. Be ready. There is no shame in leaving now, Nancy.
I couldn't do that.
It may be your only hope.
Yeah, it might be my only hope, but, still.
What's the real story with the monster?
I do not know enough to say for sure, but I do know it is tragic. There are two choices. One, the monster's real. He's a living mystery, some terrible abomination hiding in the woods, something that doesn't belong in this rational world. It could just as easily be something else. Something worse.
Like what?
The worst monsters are self-made. There are people like you and like me, but they have taken a terrible turn. They let everything awful, everything sad take up all of the breathing room in their hearts, until all they know is revenge.
But if it's just one person, why the pattern? Why always the same girls?
That I don't know. Every generation has its troubles, Nancy. When the troubles can't be contained, the monster comes out. One thing I do know, it's monsters, human or otherwise, can't stand hope. They can't stand being near a good heart. They try to destroy anything honest and good. They can't bear to remember how they once were.
I'll let you go. Bye.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Okay, Anya.
It looks like Lucas was dragged off. I'd better find him before something bad happens.
So Renata's still there. Carl's still there. Is Anya here? Anya's here, okay.
It's Lucas! He's gone!
I'm sure it's nothing. He's probably off trying to play some trick on Carl.
No, I've searched everywhere. He would never just leave like that. He knows how dangerous it is to go outside the castle walls at night, especially now. You've got to help me find him, Nancy.
Okay, I will help you. Do you have any idea where Lucas could be? If I were a Lucas, where would I go? I don't know if I have anything that'll help me. Probably the dungeons? Let's see. Oh! What's that?
That's one of the cow pieces from Lucas's monster game. He must have been brought through here.
Yep, okay, I was right. The dungeon. Okay, this. That. Inventory, my little handy dandy. These, whatever they are, pickups, I guess is what they're called. Lucas! Not there. Not there. This one. He must be in this one.
Lucas?
Yep.
Is everything okay?
The creature got me and locked me up in here.
I'll
Don't
get you
leave
out.
me in
Hang
here.
tight.
Oh, goody.
Looks like I need to slide the bar across to unlock the door. I'll have to avoid those pegs while it's moving.
Oh, okay. Alright, so 3 would be the first one. 3, then 2. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. 3. I hope it's the first one. If it's not the first one, it must be the fourth one. It's not. Ah! There we go. And then take this one off. Oh no.
I can't let the
shoot.
bar hit any of the buttons.
Dang it! Ah! Let's try that again. And alley-oop. And this. And this. That. Keep going. Keep going. You are a slow-moving slide bar. This. And that. Haha! We got you, Lucas. He's free!
Thanks, Nancy. I'm out of here.
Hurry!
Nancy? Nancy, are you okay?
I'm fine, Lucas. I need you to go and get help. Get anybody, okay?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Go get Carl. Ow! I just got knocked out.
What's going on? Hello? Is anyone out there?
I was just knocked out.
I need more light. I can't see anything.
Good thing we got a flashlight. Oh. Okay. We didn't even...
These images must hide some sort of clue. That one's of the necklace. I wonder if the legend pages I've been finding would help.
Oh. That's quite possible. Okay, let's see what we got. Legend page, legend page. Those are the coded messages. Where's the legend pages? There they are. Okay, that's page 11. Are these all in page number orders? Okay, hold on guys. I gotta do a little bit of research, and then I'll be right back. Alright, it should be this. It should be necklace, then the boulder, then the well, then the shield, and then this, because it was all the pictures that were on those specific things.
Did it! Oh, what's this?
Oh goody. More stuff to have to deal with.
The legend pages have letters like this on them. I wonder if the order they were in before spells something. That must be the word I need to spell on the wall. It looks like I can start anywhere.
Oh, that could be anything. So do I have to have it actually spell that? E.
Whoa! It looks like the pieces slide to the next spot when they're put in.
Good to know. E. N. Oh, so I have to spell it backwards. Okay. Alright, so N E M M O T, or K rather, not T. T I messed up, didn't I? Oh dear. Oh boy. Nope. Shoot. Alright. Let's try this. Let's try alternating. Alternate to you. Alternate to you. Alternate to you. Okay, I think I figured it out. And you would alternate to here. And then we can do these, right? We'd have to go in reverse order. With this one going there. It's not going to spell it out though, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so then you go to there. K. So the O would go here. And then the T would go here? Aha! Okay. I just had to leave a space open. Oh, I'm back in here, huh? Good thing I know a way out. At least I think I remember the way out. Okay, maybe I don't remember the way out. I thought I did. Oh, there's the boar. Yep, gotta go this way. And this way, and then this way, right? Wait, what the heck?
I'll have to find another way out.
He sealed it off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My pathway. My beautiful way of path. Are you kidding? So, where do I go now? Do I have to go... I think I just took a dead end, didn't I? Oh, there it is, there it is. There we go, okay.
It won't open.
Are you serious? You are kidding me. Oh, lordy loo. Okay, so where's my map? So, what was the one that was blocked off that we tried before? Was that the, Okay, this one would be to my room, this one would be to there. Alright, so we need to find... I guess the only other exit we've got is the tree, right? We gotta find the tree. Alright, where's the boar? Alright, this is the way we gotta go. Okay, there's the boar. So we have to continue on this way. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. What is this? Is this important? It's important, but we don't have any... Do we have something to pick it? Do we have a lockpick? Tongs. Small shovel. Pry bar? Can we use the pry bar on it? No. Can we use the keys that we have? Did that work or no? Or is it just telling me it doesn't work? Oh! Oh! That worked! But we don't have another one! Oh, dude! We could have opened that. That's interesting. Except we don't have the other key. Well then. Okay, where's our tree? I think our tree was off to the left. Should be this way, right? Tree? You're down here, right? Tree, please be this way. Oh, there's that thing. Tree, where are you? Shackles. Tree. And exit.
It won't open.
Dang it! What the heck? Oh my goodness. Shackles, why? So what places have I tried and what places haven't I tried now? I've tried all of them, right? Is there one I'm missing? Of course, there were 4 exits. Oh, wait. What about that one that had a hidden wall? Is that hidden wall finally accessible? If I can even remember how to get there. That's the tree, right? Okay, we don't want the tree. We want to get out of here. Let's go this way. And that way. Okay. Did I just go in a circle? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Is this the way we've already been? I think it is.
The door's locked.
Yep. Okay. So, we need to find ourselves another landmark, I think. Alright, here's the boar's tusks. Let's look. Here's the boar. Okay, so that's where our bookcase was. Or else. No, that's where we were. We were just at that one. Or no, we were just at this one. So we gotta take a left here. Down here. Left. And here? Oh no, this is the one.
I'll have to find another way out.
Okay. Wrong one. There's a left just after the shield. That's the only other exit. So we gotta get back to the shield. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. This is as annoying as can be, but we can do this. Boar, where are you? There you are. Alright, I need to get to the shield. Which I think is this way. Shield, where are you? There you are. Okay. And after this, an immediate left.
That bag wasn't there before.
Ah.
These look like spare costume pieces. All of these supplies must belong to the castle's monster.
Interesting. Shocking tale of Castle Finster's legendary monster. Okay.
This email has tomorrow's date. It's a forgery. Looks like whoever this monster is trying to frame Marcus.
That just gave me the idea of who it is. Where have we seen these emails? Only other person that's had these emails. We know who it is now. Now we know who it is. And it's not gonna let me see anything else again. Just the book and the email. Okay. Well, we know who the person is. Hi.
Stop! I know it's you!
Not Carl. It's not Renata. It's not Lucas. It's Anya.
Anya.
Looks like I don't need this now, if you had any idea how hot it was in that thing. Well, enough with the niceties.
Why are you doing this? This castle was never yours.
It should have been. It would never have been Marcus's if it weren't for me. He can't have it without me.
I don't understand.
Neither did I. I pushed him every day to go out there to make a mark on the world. I made him. And one day he makes his first big deal, and the very next day he leaves me for some stupid young blonde who really gets him. Then he was gone.
This isn't exactly gonna bring him back.
I don't want him back. I want him ruined.
By scaring away his customers?
No. What if he told me to orchestrate the creature sightings as a publicity stunt?
Did he?
No. But maybe I've got some emails and letters that say otherwise. And what if this publicity stunt led to a deadly accident? He'd be done. Over. Worse off than the day we met.
You won't get away with this.
Yes, I will. Do you still not see who you are in all this? You're the girl in the dress. And I'm the monster.
Oh. Okay. You. And trapdoor goes this way, right? Bye-bye. I tested that out before. It didn't work out so well.
Let me out! No! Nancy! It was all a misunderstanding. I'm sorry. Don't leave me here!
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm the girl in the dress, and you're the monster, remember?
You don't want to make an enemy of me. One day, I will find you.
Well, there's the waiting list. I hope you're patient. Goodbye, Anya.
Auf Wiedersehen, Nancy. You do know what that means, don't you? It means until we meet again.
Yes, I know. Dear Hannah, the police soon arrived, and Anya traded one cell for another. She swore her revenge, which may be something I need to keep an eye out for. In 20 to 30 years, Marcus was shocked by Anya's lingering anger. Despite their past, he really felt he could trust her. Now that the castle's dark history has gotten a little too personal, he's decided to put Castle Finster up for sale. He thanked me for my help and promised me a special surprise in the future. When Carl discovered that Castle Finster's monster was at long last a hoax, he decided maybe he wasn't really cursed after all. Having his board game approved seemed to reinforce that idea, and he decided to use earnings from selling his game to leave his job at the castle. I have a feeling he may be planning a trip to Canada to meet a certain special someone.
Good for you, Carl.
Renata went off on her travels the very next day. She seems to have no intention of ever returning to Castle Finster, and I think she's happy about that. She thanked me for all of the snacks and told me to always keep an eye out for her on the road. I hope to meet her again. Maybe I'll even hear the story of our time together in Castle Finster. Lucas and his family moved away from the castle. At first, he seemed sad to leave the castle behind, but after the package I just got, it looks like he's already back to his old self. He promises he won't be dressing up as a monster anytime soon. Knowing Lucas, that probably means he's got something better planned. We'll just have to wait and see. Now that almost everyone has moved on, the castle is no longer the nightmarish place it once was. The new owners don't fixate on the castle's deadly myths, but instead embrace the entirety of the castle's rich history, the bad and the good. Although Castle Finster has seen its share of tragedy, it has also enjoyed many years of peace and happiness. Now the castle's residents no longer hide behind locked doors in fear of a mythical monster. From what I hear, Der Ungeheuerlichkeit Nacht Festival has been cancelled and replaced with a Finster Festival, a celebration of all the wonderful and unique things that have happened within the walls of the castle. That sounds like more fun, and it's easier to say. Last I heard, my luggage was in Moldova. Hopefully it will find its way back to River Heights before too long. As for me, I'm finally coming home. I can't wait to get back. Love, Nancy.
Anya is reading Witch Grimm's tale at her counter. Was I really paying attention? Little Redcap. I don't know. Wrong? I think it's Little Redcap. Nope. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay. Awards. Subterranean Dweller for fully exploring dark places. Wolf Crier for sounding false alarms. Historic Preservationist for returning a lost artifact. I missed a lot of stuff. Of course, I didn't exactly do the whole card collector thing, building the full deck. I didn't play all those games with Lucas, so I wasn't really worried about that. Who's afraid of a spooky moonlit forest? Not you. I didn't do everything there? Okay. Security guard, keeping a constant eye on the castle. I didn't get that. Food porter is extraordinaire, because I didn't take every piece of food. So what? Seeking out all fallen euros. Well, you know, they're kind of all hidden all over the place. Wishing well for repeated viewings of the well's contents. I don't know why I had to keep searching the well's contents, but okay. For testing games, I did do his thing. Okay. And buying castle mementos. I bought a postcard. What more do you want from me?
I'm returning home to River Heights to compete in the annual Clues Challenge with Bess, George, and Ned. But when the competition spirals out of control and River Heights' beloved Old Town Hall is burned to the ground, I find myself the prime suspect in a high-profile arson case. It's up to me to clear my name before I'm forever known as River Heights' public enemy number 1. Join me on my next adventure, Alibi in Ashes.
Huh. Oh my. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it. Here from our junior detective version of Nancy Drew, The Captive Curse. This was good. This was a good one. I have to say, I think I like The Silent Spy better, but this one was still good. There are a couple of questions that I have, though. The first one is, now we know that Anya was the monster here. So apparently if there was a mythical monster before, it was long gone. If there was no mythical monster at all, what actually did happen to Anya's sister? What actually happened to the Burgermeister's daughter? They said that there were wolves out in the woods. Was that what happened? Of course, if that were the case, why did they discover no bodies? I mean, there is some historical evidence that people were gone. People disappeared. People theoretically were killed. So if it wasn't Anya, which obviously I'm pretty sure it wasn't, I don't think she was a murderer. I think she was in the process of trying to get something together that might have led to a murder. But if it wasn't her, and we do have these disappearances, and these people have not been found, I mean, you know, I wish they had kind of tied that up so we actually knew what had happened to them. But, you know, I guess it is what it is. The second thing is, we never got to see some of the characters that I think we really should have in this game. I'll get to that point in just a minute, I guess, because something's going on here.
Putting on the Ritz.
What? Are these bloopers?
The monster is outside, and he is looking at the castle. Everybody be cool.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hello? Hello? Open up, please.
No, thank you. We already have one.
What?
What is your name?
Nancy Drew.
What is your quest?
My quest.
What is your favorite color?
Can I talk to someone else about coming in?
No.
The monster is in the castle. Here at Castle Finster, we aim to provide a first-class clobbering experience. Your monster attack may be monitored for training purposes.
What? Nope, I'm leaving. Goodbye. It's snowing!
The monster is in the security booth. Please hold.
Elevator music. He's here in the booth with me. I'm in trouble. I am dead. Please enjoy the music. What? What? What are we doing? What's going on? What is that? What was that?
That was a little creepy.
Just a tad.
Back for more, are you? All right, cut. What's the deal here? Doesn't this guy know his part? Stay out.
It's one of them trick candles.
The monster has broken my boombox. I fear for the worst.
Not the boombox! No! Anything but the boombox! Okay, we finally done? Yeah, I assume we are finished. Okay. So the other thing that I wanted to bring up real quickly, too, was some of the characters I wish they had actually had in the game were, first off, the
Hi,
security guard.
I'm Nancy Drew.
You know what?
This is my...
You can shut up. You can shut up. I've already been through this. I wish we could have seen the security guard, Lucas's father. I'm assuming when we hear, the "this is not a drill" thing, that's supposed to be him, actually. But, I mean, the fact that we were able to have absolute access to the security guard place and he's not there, and had access to the security cameras, and we were able to use the call buttons to be able to get Carl out of his office and Anya out of the gift shop. I didn't care for that fact because it seemed like we had too much access at our disposal. And there was really very little reference to him, so I had basically all my eggs in the basket that it was him at first before I ended up seeing the email that looked like the email that was in Anya's desk, so that way I was able to figure out it was Anya. But with the fact that he was off screen, we never saw him, but there were a couple of nuances towards him. And the fact he was never in his security camera room, I thought, okay, maybe, it's leading up that it's going to be him, and it's going to introduce him at the very end as being the monster. Didn't end up being the case. I also think I wasn't all that excited about, there was a lot of good lead-up, a lot of good mystery. At one point, I really did suspect Carl. At one point, I really did suspect Renata. I suspected Lucas, and then, of course, they completely quelled that when he was in a costume and we saw the real monster outside. So that part, didn't even bother me in that regard. The thing that I don't get is they didn't do a great job with the payoff. The lead-up was pretty good. The lead-up was good because you kept suspecting different people. But the payoff wasn't that great. It was like you've done all of this and then boom, we're going to hit you with an email so immediately you know who it is. It wasn't where you would get to the end and it was like, oh boy, is it Carl? Is it Anya? Is it Renata? Although I had completely checked Renata off my list when she said that she was the little girl, so, I didn't think there was anything with her, and I completely checked off Lucas with the fact that he was, taken and locked up, so there was definitely no way it was him. So I was kind of fluctuating between Anya and Carl. And of course, my two main things were I was thinking either possibly Marcus or the security guard guy, Lucas's father, because both of them, you never saw them. Of course, you heard Marcus's voice, so he was a character in there. He was a character that you knew was there, and he could very well have, quotes, been driving around, been outside the castle, been able to get into the castle, do all that stuff. Of course, as well, think about the fact he owned the castle, so he would have had access to everything. To be honest, I actually would have liked it better if Marcus had been the monster, because it would have been, he's trying to build up tourism and everything with the story of the monster legend. That, I think, would have been a better payoff, in all honesty. The Anya one was, I have to be honest, kind of disappointing. They only showed you 4 characters, Renata, Lucas, Carl, and Anya, so they had to basically, I guess, do a character that you'd already seen. But I think Marcus, they could have built a much better plot, much better storyline with him actually being the monster, trying to drum up tourism with there actually being monster sightings once again. They didn't do it. So that was a little bit disappointing for me as well. The final thing that I had a little bit of an issue with was the fact of I'm not going to say they didn't give you absolute direction on where you had to go, but there were a couple of times that I was like, I'm wandering around here. What the heck am I supposed to do? I kind of wish there had been more of, I guess, direction on what you needed to do. And a great way that they could have done that is in their conversation with the different characters. Like, they could have said, in the case of going out and taking a picture of the monster, when we were talking to Carl, Nancy says, "I will get you proof." That's all she says. "I will get you proof that the monster is real." Instead, if Carl had said something like, "You have a cell phone. If you went out and you were able to get a picture of the monster and showed it to me, that would be great." There was not misdirection, but very lacking in information on what you needed to do to get the game to progress. So I will readily admit, I was watching a walkthrough to be able to at least get from one point of the game to the other point of the game to at least keep the continuation of the story going on, instead of you having about half an hour to 40 minutes of me just wandering around the castle trying to figure out what to do and running out my conversation with the different characters, so there was nothing left to be able to figure out. The checklist, yeah, there were a couple of things that it gave hints on, but for the most part, I had to use the walkthrough in order to be able to get through and figure it out. The other thing that I also did not like were a couple of the puzzles. I played in the junior detective round. I didn't do the senior detective, which is even harder. It's a lot more difficult. Even the junior detective, the 2 puzzles in particular that I was really not that thrilled about. The first one was the game that you had to do in Renata's bag with the color coordination, because I, after a while, was able to figure out what the color codes meant down on the bottom, but it really wasn't that straightforward. And so, there wasn't a whole lot there. Maybe there would have been a hint on the help hotline that I missed. And if that's the case, then I apologize if they actually gave some hints on how to be able to do that game, because maybe I should have used that, but I wasn't exactly in the state of mind of thinking, oh, I should use the help hotline on the cell phone, because it helps with the games. So that was the one that I did not like. The other one that I had a little bit of an issue as well with was the... and I just lost it. Okay, well, I just lost it. There was another game that I had a bit of an issue with, and I had to do some... that's what it was. The one down the well. The one that was down the well, where you had to do the flipping and rotating of the hexagons to be able to fit into that puzzle piece. That one was a little bit more difficult, I think, than it needed to be as well. But... aside from all that, like I said, I enjoyed The Silent Spy a lot better. I thought there was more of a storyline. I thought there were not better characters, but I thought it kept you more in suspense. I thought it kept you guessing more about who the person was. When it got to here, it had you guessing, and then it just dropped it on you of boom. Immediately a piece of evidence that points to Anya. So, I don't know. I loved how they had where you started out suspicious of Renata and you started out suspicious of Carl, and after a while you didn't really care for them, and then you warmed up to them. I liked that. Renata, I think, was probably my favorite character in this, with the fact that, you know, she was coming back after a feeling of guilt. I thought that was a nice storyline for her. And then I liked Carl's too, with the fact of, you know, I thought the story of him and a doppelganger making him cursed was a little out in left field, but I like the fact that, you know, he was making a game. I thought the game that they had, the game of Raid, I thought that was a cool little tie-in there, and that made it a lot of fun, made that character a lot of fun. You know, I'm going to probably, off camera, just go and play some more games of Raid, because that was actually a fun game to play. That was probably the most excited I got in the game, was playing the game of Raid with Carl. But, you know, aside from that, I guess, like I said, I would rank this under The Silent Spy, but overall, it was okay. For me, like I said, the biggest disappointment was the fact that they dropped the bombshell on you right at the end that it was Anya. They didn't leave you guessing on who it was. I'm actually a little curious to see what would happen if you guessed the wrong person. If you ended up guessing it was Carl, what would happen? Would the monster then end up like knocking you out or something? I'm not sure. Let's actually go and find out. We'll play that at the end. I'm gonna say that it's I guess Renata, and we'll see what happens. But aside from that, thanks everybody for watching here, the Nancy Drew playthrough of The Captive Curse. I don't know if I'll do any others in the future, but at least, you know, this is a fun game and everything. Did freeze a couple of times, so I lost a little bit of footage, but aside from that, hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, be sure to give this video a like, and you can go back and watch all the other previous episodes as well. I'll have them hopefully in a playlist here. And thanks for sticking it out with me. Until next game, I'm Seth Cole, and you've been watching NCRA Gaming. Bye-bye. Alright, let's see what happens when we accuse the wrong person.
Stop! I know it's you! Renata.
So that's what happens. Okay, good to know.